Welcome to Supt Talk. I'm Tim Dittmer, Superintendent of New Prague Area Schools, and with me today we've got some middle school students that are in the middle school musical that's been going on this past weekend and this upcoming weekend, so a total of 6 shows. And to my left, to your right, is Jacob Anderson, an 8th grader. We've got Lindsay Biesick, Dylan VILT, and JILLIAN WEICHERT here to talk about the musical that's going on right now. So I'll start with Jacob, and why don't you talk about what your role is in the musical and what your favorite thing is about that.
Well, in the musical, I'm Link Larkin, and he's kind of like the stud of the musical. And
so you don't even have to act.
Yeah. So it's really fun to kind of play that role and get a lot of attention from it. So.
Okay. Why don't you start out too? Besides, before we go down the line here, why don't you talk about the storyline of the musical? It's Hairspray.
All right. So Tracy, she kind of just like she wants to fit in, but she's kind of doesn't really fit in that much because it's her weight, and her main goal is to get the Corny Collins show like integrated. And over the show, it just kind of shows the struggle, and she gets her heart broken, and classic romance story, and then at the end, everybody wins, and I'm not going to give too much away, but kind of did.
Okay. Go ahead.
I play Tracy Turnblad, and she's just a really, really, like, fun, upbeat personality, and she's always trying to, like, be, like, she's always herself, but she's always trying to make things better for everybody that she meets. And it's just a really fun character because I feel like I can like almost be myself, and she's just, I don't know, she's just a really fun character to like play.
Okay, and then we got Dylan VILT.
I'm Dylan. I play the principal. He's kind of mean to Tracy at times, always sending her to detention, and it's pretty fun to play him.
So not unlike Mr. Gregor.
Yeah, he doesn't.
No, he's pretty nice, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
A lot nicer than the old principal.
Yeah.
What?
What? Oh,
Go on now. All right, Jillian.
Well, I play Amber Von Tussle, and she's like kind of like the whole mean girl of the play. Like I'm against integration, so I'm like really mean to Tracy. And I guess it's kind of fun to act mean, but not really, because Lindsay's one of my best friends, so it's kind of hard, but it's fun.
And we've got 95 students involved in this musical. A lot of work. And how many, when did you start practicing, Jacob? When did the practices start for the musical?
Probably, wasn't it like
the last week of January?
Yeah, like the last week of January. So, and it went by like really fast, so it just shows how much fun it was, because we're all gonna, I can always say that we are all gonna miss it when it's over.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I've heard, I'm going to Saturday afternoon's performance with my wife, looking forward to it, and I've heard great things about Hairspray. People said it's the best musical they've had so far. What's your favorite thing, Lindsay, about the musical itself? Is it the practice, it's being on stage, or just being with the other kids?
Well, like a stage is almost like a second home to me, but it's almost felt like I've gotten like super, super close to everybody in the play. And I feel like we just become like this huge family, and it's obviously a super big family this year because like, and I know that the max amount of people on the stage is only like 70, and my parents have told me that like when we start jumping on the stage that like starts to sag in, which kind of makes me laugh, but I don't know.
How about you guys?
Mine's being on stage and getting to dance and sing the songs.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's kind of the same as Lindsay's. You get to know a lot of people, and it's really nice because you feel like a family, and it's really fun.
How about Jacob with you now? You're 8th grade, you're almost going to be in high school now. You only got about 6 weeks left in middle school. Are you going to continue being involved in music and
Yes,
stuff
I am.
like that?
And all I can say is I wish I would have joined sooner.
Oh, so this was your first year as
Yes,
an 8th
it
grader?
was.
Okay, so you weren't...
But now I'm hooked now.
So you're hooked, that's awesome. How about you guys? Is this your first time in the musical, or you were all in it last year?
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, again, like I said, this will be online, so people will be able to see it online and also on our local cable access. But for the viewers out there, it'll be showing this weekend on Friday night And then Saturday afternoon at 2, I think, is it 7 o'clock? 7 o'clock on both Friday and Saturday night. And then we have the matinee at 2 o'clock, the one I'll be going to.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to seeing you guys there. So we're very proud of you. We're very proud to have you involved in this. And the arts are so important, and to make you a good, well-rounded person. And it's great to see you perform and having a great time. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now we're with Nicole Thietje. She's our vocal director at New Prague Middle School and also our director of our musicals. And great to have you here.
Thank you.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about your background to the viewers as your teaching and just your career experience and everything.
Sure. I moved to New Prague about 8 years ago, and this is my 8th year teaching in New Prague area schools. I've taught at the high school, Ravenstream, and now I'm teaching at the middle school. I've been working with kids all across the district for the last 8 years, and then I do a lot of extracurricular stuff. Some work with the high school show choir, and then the high school musical, and then 4 pop groups here at the middle school, honor choir, and the musical here.
Okay, and then students involved in choir here at the middle school. How many students per grade are involved in choir?
About 110. The numbers are a little higher, a little lower, depending on the grade, but so we average on about 330.
330 students involved, and we also have a halftime choir director too this year. That's been new because of our high numbers, and we're very proud, of course, getting all those kids. And we have 96 kids involved in this spring's musical, Hairspray. Why don't you talk about that experience with Hairspray, how it's going right now? You just finished the first weekend. And
Yeah, it was so much fun. I've been the lucky one to get to watch them rehearse since January, and they've just been doing so well, and they're such hard workers. They've been blowing me away, so I couldn't wait for an audience to get to see it, and the response has been wonderful. And it's a testament to these kids. They love what they do, and they work really hard at it. It's been really fun.
why don't you go over, too, I know Jacob talked a little bit about it, but talk about why you chose Hairspray as a musical for this year, and then also why don't you sort of piggyback on the storyline?
Yeah, it's a great storyline. It's set in the 1960s in segregated Baltimore. So there's a couple different storylines. There's Tracy, who is kind of bullied because of her weight, and there's also characters who are African American characters who are not allowed to do certain things because of the color of their skin. So it's something we've been talking about. It's something the students are studying in their 7th grade social studies classes, and it's just a fun way to tackle the subject. And obviously, we don't have the demographic to have all the different races that are asked for. So we did some research, and there have been other schools who have done the show. And if you watch the show, our African American characters are in blue and green, and then our Caucasian characters are in reds and yellows and oranges, so you can kind of follow the storyline. And what was really interesting, as we did more research, we found that the creators of the show actually are okay with that. They actually said that to tell someone they can't play a certain role because of the color of their skin is exactly what they're fighting against. So it's been really interesting to talk about those things with the kids, and with so many involved, it's been a blast. Yeah.
Sid, now you sold out the first weekend. The show was
we sold out Friday night. We oversold, so we had to add some chairs and had to turn some people away. Some people did buy tickets for other shows. So yeah,
Okay.
we anticipate that we'll have a big weekend again.
Yeah, and we seat about what? How many did we seat in the?
It's 382, I think.
Yeah,
Something
okay.
like that.
It's the auditorium here. It's smaller than the high school. High school seats about 600, but it's a great setting.
Yeah.
For
There's not a bad seat in there.
No,
in there. It's great.
It's a great place.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to tell us about the musical?
Yeah, I can tell you a little bit more about the people who helped with it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Obviously, I've been helping since January. Ben Thietje also comes in and he helps direct and kind of puts the finishing touches and makes all the magic happen. Tammy Murphy volunteered her time to do costumes, to costume all those kids. Elise Lundeen helps with lights. Dan Cross has been a big help coming in to help us with the tech stuff. And we've actually had 3 high school students who have been coming. Brooklyn Isley, Anna Lundeen, Amy Ilka. They come and volunteer their time and help out. Yeah.
And then how about do a quick plug? What we got coming up here for the high school? You're involved with things with the pop show and everything.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Pop show is on April 21st at the high school. 2 shows, I believe it's 6 and 8 o'clock.
And they're phenomenal.
Yeah, they're great. And then the middle school has a pop show on April 28th. And then we have our spring concerts in May.
Well, keep you busy.
Yeah, as always.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Nicole. You do a great job. And the whole Thietje family with theater and music. It's wonderful to have you involved here in the New Prague School community. Hi, I'm Tim Dippner, Superintendent of New Prague Area Schools. I'm here today with foreman from Metcon, our general contractor for the middle school and CAC projects, Steve Zoubek. Why don't you talk about the project going on right now at the middle school?
Right now what we got going is Area A, which is behind us, is a classroom addition. We're in the process of the perimeter strip footings today, and we're doing the elevator shaft. We're going to make a pour today on that, doing some waterproofing on the existing tunnels. The Area F and G addition, which is on the north end, the gymnasium, we're working on the footings in the kitchen area as we speak now.
And Steve, just personal, something about yourself here. How long have you worked with Metcon? You live, you're graduated of the Proud School, Montgomery Lonsdale.
Montgomery, yeah.
Brad Greger,
Yes.
the principal here at the middle school, he knows you. So you don't have a very far drive.
No, short commute, 7 miles. 1983 graduate of Montgomery.
1983, proud graduate.
Yeah.
You know Terry Turek?
I do.
Yep, former roommate of mine. All right, well, how about on the north side? You want to just talk about that, how that's been going? That's where you started first?
Yeah, the north side, we got the gymnasium, the below grade block done. We got it graded out. The upcoming week, the masons will start the above grade walls of the gymnasium, so you'll start to see some good progress there. The kitchen area, we're gonna complete some below grade over there, which is, everything that's down below ground level, which you don't see. We're working on that. And that'll start coming above grade shortly, next couple of weeks in the kitchen area.
Yep.
And we're in the process of re-roofing
Yep.
as we speak also.
So we got on the north side of the school, we got the gym, kitchen, the fitness room.
Mm-hmm.
We got the roof going on, and right here on the west side then is what Steve was talking about earlier, the classroom addition is over here. And then come summer, we're basically, you're going to have the whole inside,
Inside, yeah.
to do some renovating in the cafeteria and the office space and the special education area.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
How about, you want to talk at all about, well, first of all, the status. Are we ahead of schedule, would you say? What does it look like right now? We've had great weather.
I think originally, I think we were slated to start end of May, first part of June. So yeah, we got a good month jump on it.
Month jump on it?
I would say. Yeah.
How about the CEC?
The CEC, that what our plans are there is to start the center boiler room / addition up in the alcove up there, the end of May, first part of June. First part of June, we want to start soil corrections for the new pool area. Mm-hmm. And then start footings on that the second week of June.
With the pool, yeah. And originally we thought we'd go to the pool earlier, but because of the precast
wall panels ain't slated till the end of August right now.
So yeah, we'd be waiting for that, so it would make no sense to do that.
Correct.
Okay,
Yep.
Good. How about anything else with the project? Do you want the viewers to know?
It's all's going well. The weather's on our side, so very fortunate.
It's all right to work with Brad Greger.
We're all good with Brad.
Okay? All right.
We are.
Well, thanks so much,
You bet.
Steve, and great to get an update for our citizens here in New Prague School community.
Perfect. Thank you.
You bet.